Today we're going to talk about some stretches you can do if you have lower back pain. Hey guys, Dr. Brittany here with Bloomington Wellness Center. I'm here with Zach today, and today we're going to be running through a quick sequence of stretches you can do if you're having lower back pain, especially if you're at home and that lower back pain is very severe. So for most people, if you're having really severe lower back pain, one of the most comfortable positions for you is going to be laying flat on your back like this. So a couple of the stretches that we're going to show you are going to be starting in this position, and we're going to try to keep you out of the most pain as possible. So we're going to start by just stretching out and opening up part of the lower back. So what we're going to have you do, Zach, is take that right leg and pull that knee all the way to the chest. Perfect. Now, depending on your level of flexibility and the amount of pain that you're in, the distance that you'll be able to get your leg up and how comfortable that can be for you is going to be a little different. So don't feel the need to push it too far if you're in pain or if you feel like it's extra tight. You're going to do that same thing on the other side. So go ahead and switch sides here, Zach. Good. And same thing. You should be feeling this stretch all the way through the bottom of the glutes and also into the lower back. There shouldn't be any increased pain when you're doing this stretch at all. You want to hold this stretch on each side for about 15 to 20 seconds, but it's perfectly fine to hold it for longer if it feels better for you. From here, we're going to transition into a stretch that's going to stretch out your glute and your piriformis muscle. So go ahead and bring your leg up into that figure 4 position. Good. So what you want to do is you want your foot and your knee as much as you can to be parallel with one another. For some people, it's more comfortable to grab the knee and pull up. So go ahead and show them that, Zach. Good. And again, you should feel this stretch kind of all the way through the glutes. And again, it shouldn't cause any extra pain at all. It should feel like a good stretch through your glute and sometimes through your inner thigh. For some people, it might be comfortable to grab underneath that lower leg and pull that stretch out. That's completely fine. You're stretching the same group of muscles. It's all about your comfort level. So go ahead and switch sides, Zach, so you can see from the other side. Great. And you're going to pull that knee all the way up. And again, Zach should be feeling this stretch all the way through his glute muscle here and maybe a little bit in the inner thigh and also a little bit of opening up of that lower back. But there should again be no increased pain when you're doing this. It should help ease some of the lower back pain you're having. Okay, go ahead and relax. Now we're going to stretch out the hamstring. So for most of us, we tend to have pretty tight hamstrings, especially in males, and again, especially if you're having lower back pain. So what we want you to do is take a band like this, or you can use a towel if you're at home and don't have a band. And you're going to go ahead and loop this over the toe. Good. And then you're going to bring the whole leg up as straight as you can. Again, if you're flexible and you have good flexibility in the legs, you'll be able to get that leg fairly straight. But again, it's all to tolerance for you, so don't feel the need to push it past too far as you need to. And just use that band to gently pull the toe. And you'll notice the more you pull your toe down, the more you feel that stretch through your calf as well, which if you're having any lower back pain or any pain that's shooting into the leg, that should help ease some of that pain. Same thing here, you always want to do these stretches on both sides, and you always want to hold for at least 15 to 20 seconds on each side. And again, there should be no increased pain with this. Anytime you try a stretch and you feel any increased pain, you want to go ahead and take a break from that stretch. And lastly, we're going to show you one gentle exercise that you can do, which again can take some pressure off your lower back. What we want you to do is go ahead and lay flat on your back, and then we're going to bring both knees up and rest your feet about hip width apart, and you're going to have them flat on the ground. Now what we're going to do is just some gentle, what we call pelvic bridges. The most important part of these is that as you're pulling up your pelvis, you want to make sure you're pulling with your core muscles instead of pushing with the leg muscles. So what we're going to have Zach do is he's going to try to slowly tilt his pelvis up until he comes to an almost flat back. And again, when he's doing this, he's focusing on pulling his pelvis with these muscles versus pushing with his lower muscles here. Go ahead and come all the way back down. Good. So you want to go ahead and come all the way up again. You want to hold at the top for just a couple seconds and then slowly release back down. As you do a couple of these, this engages some of your core musculature, and what that does is it can take some pressure off your lower back and again hopefully ease some of the pain you're having. Same thing goes here. If you have any pain while doing this, you want to go ahead and take a break. That's a signal that your body's just not quite ready for the exercise. If you have any questions about this, please feel free to leave a comment below. Otherwise, feel free to share this video with anyone you know having lower back pain.